Hello, welcome to Dreams to Keys Realty. I am Jalon Strong, the owner and realtor here. I'd like to welcome you to where dreams turn into keys. Make sure that you like this video and subscribe to this channel, and also hit the notification bell so that you don't miss any videos that we post on this channel. I'd like to start this video off with a disclaimer. So let's make sure we get a foundation for how to take the information from this channel and to approach it with regards to your specific situation. So the disclaimer is this publication and the information included in it are not intended to serve as a substitute for a consultation with a realtor or real estate salesperson, mortgage broker or banker, appraiser, contractor, inspector, attorney, or any other real estate professional. Specific property, financial, or legal issues, concerns, or conditions should always require advice, representation, and/or contractual agreements with the appropriate professionals. The use of any internet or social media platform for communication concerning real estate topics will not now or ever establish a realtor-client relationship. Messages containing confidential or time sensitive, information should not be sent to this channel. All right, so now that we have that out of the way, let's get into the topic for today, how to prevent freezing pipes. So I went live on YouTube about this topic, but I wanted to redo it because it was some static with that video with StreamYard. So now I'm making the video over again. So if you saw the original video, this is the same. But if you're seeing this for the first time, I just wanted to make sure that the video was more clear and clean. So I'm remaking the video. So let's start with number one. You want to make sure that you keep your garage door closed. So in those cooler months where you're getting below freezing and it's much colder outside, you want to make sure that you keep your garage door closed because doing so helps to keep the warm air in and the cold air out. And for many of us, the garage is the place where we actually have our water heaters and our water supply lines. So keeping that garage door closed helps to also prevent those cooler, chilling temperatures reaching those supply lines and the water heater. You also want to make sure that you just don't expose those lines or the water heater to those freezing temperatures. And we'll talk about some other things that can be done to help with that as well. So that's point number one, keep your garage door closed. Point number two is to set your thermostat to the same temperature throughout the day and night. So some of us may be utilizing different security systems where you're able to utilize a thermostat feature that helps you to set the thermostat on certain levels of the home. So you want to make sure that you're keeping it steady throughout the day so that your home can keep in the warmth and keep that warm temperature circulating throughout the home. So temperature, of course, we're looking at when it gets much colder, such as when it's below freezing, for when we're concerned about this. And your electricity company may have sent you something in the mail to kind of guide you on what your settings should be. For me, my electricity company has guided us that for heating, 68 degrees Fahrenheit is what they recommend for energy efficiency and to keep your home warm. So you may see other references, but no lower than 50 to 55 degrees Fahrenheit is what I've seen, 55 really being kind of that gauge point. So 68 kind of helps with energy efficiency for me and for my home, and to also make sure that the warm air is circulating throughout. And this, of course, is like I mentioned before, we're talking about when it's freezing cold outside. So it's very much colder outside than 68 degrees Fahrenheit. And for some people, 68 is not high enough. But for energy efficiency, I like to keep it there. And I have a security system with the thermostat feature that helps me to maintain that and to also check on it throughout the day. So that's point number two. So point number one was keep your garage door closed. Point number two is to set your thermostat to the same temperature throughout the day and night. Point number three is to open your kitchen and bathroom cabinet doors. So you may have heard of this before. When you do this, you are essentially letting that warm air circulate around those water pipes or plumbing underneath the kitchen and bathroom areas. So that's the essential reason why you're opening those doors. You're allowing that warm air to find those pipes and to keep them warm as well. So that circulation kind of helps with those pipes to help prevent the freezing. All right, so point number one, keep your garage door closed. Point number two is to set your thermostat to the same temperature throughout the day and night. Point number three is to keep your kitchen and bathroom cabinet doors open. Of course, that's during those colder time periods of the year. And point number four is to let a faucet drip cold water. Letting a faucet drip cold water helps with your energy efficiency as opposed to using heated water. So let the cold water drip. That helps the water to continue to flow throughout the house and prevent those pipes from freezing. So you don't need it to be running, but having a dripping faucet of cold water helps the water to continue to flow and prevents the water to stay in the pipes, not moving, and potentially cause freezing in that case. So point number one, keep your garage door closed. Point number two, set your thermostat to the same temperature throughout the day and night. Point number three, keep your kitchen and bathroom doors, cabinet doors open. And point number four is to let a faucet drip cold water. And the final point that I'll mention is point number five, insulate. So you should already have some insulation around your water pipes, especially your water supply lines in your garage area, for example. But you want to double check that. And if it's not there, you want to make sure it is there. So you want your water supply lines to be insulated. You also, in those freezing moments, you can also have your water heater insulated. There's different things that are available online or in your Home Depot or Lowe's, for example, where you can insulate your water heater. And we've already talked about the circulation of warm air with the other points, but you can also look into looking in your attic and making sure that you have enough insulation there. So you may need to call a contractor to get some foam blown or sprayed so you have more insulation, but you want to make sure that your home is insulated. Another way of making sure that you keep your home warm is to make sure that you seal cracks around doors and windows so that the cold air isn't seeping in from outside and causing more work for your thermostat or HVAC system to provide warm air. So sealing those cracks around the doors and windows is a great way to keep energy efficiency and also prevent cold air from entering the home and working your HVAC system much harder. And so those are the points that I wanted to point out about how to prevent freezing pipes. Things are getting colder outside. It's the fall right now when I'm making this video, but we've already hit below freezing a couple of times in the fall here in Georgia. So just wanted to make sure that before the winter technically really gets here, that we have these pointers out and we know about how to make sure that we are keeping a warmer home. There are also other tips that I put in a separate video that was about 5 ways to prepare for the winter. And it's not necessarily about water pipes or water supply in your home, but it is about the home in general. And some of those things can spill over to what we could talk about here. But because that video has already been put out, I want you to see that video and see this one and not feel that you're seeing and hearing the same things. So make sure that you check out that video on the channel, like and follow. Make sure that you go and subscribe, hit the notification bell, and go to the beacons.ai/Jalon Strong link. It's in the platform's information, so you can find that link, and it's also in the description box. You can find that link, get connected to our social media platforms, apply to one of our preferred lenders, get information about making a consultation time with me, booking a time with me, so we can talk about your specific scenario for at least 15 minutes. And then you can see other things on that link. You can see the rent reporters that I mentioned a bit ago about getting your rent on-time rental payments counting towards your credit score, because it does not automatically. So if you want that to happen for you, there's a link for that. Credit and identity monitoring. There are so many times where our identities and Our information is at risk because of so many attacks and cyber attacks and things of that nature. So make sure that you look into Identity IQ to get identity and credit monitoring services. And you can see so much more on that link. There's so many different things. There's Amazon links, there's real toilet paper, which is bamboo toilet paper for efficiency. And just making sure, like when COVID hit, we had so many concerns with people not being able to find toilet paper in their stores. So don't have that problem again, right? Have toilet paper in your home and have it in a way that feels more luxurious, individually wrapped toilet paper. And I know that sounds like something that a realtor really wouldn't talk about, but it does impact your home and it also can impact your health if you're not careful. So we want to make sure everyone's happy, healthy, and cozy in their homes. And I hope that if you don't have a home, if you are renting, that I can help service you in the time that you are ready to become a homeowner. Even if you're not in the Georgia area, I can still be a resource to you as I make referrals to other agents in your area all the time. My network is nationwide and I am happy to help whenever possible. So I will see you all in the next video, and I hope that this video was informational for you. Make sure you like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell, and I'll see you in the next one.